Den dag hjem aldrig at jeg det glemmer, foran mig søver jeg om dig drømmer, om natt og dag du like nær, men best jeg ser dig når mørkt det er, men best jeg ser dig når mørkt det er.
Hello there, everyone. My name is Oversoul. This is Oversoul Gaming, and welcome to Draugen. Now, if that name sounds familiar to you, it's because you remember when we played Into the Woods. Draugen, I think I'm saying that right. Draugen is the singular form of Draugr, which is a monster from Norwegian folklore. Yes. But fret not, this is not a horror game, not in the traditional sense anyways. This is a mystery game with an air of the supernatural added in. In this game, we play as an American detective who visits Norway to look for his sister that's gone missing. She came out here, and he hasn't heard from her in a while, and he's a little bit worried. So he goes to see what's up, and he brings his protege along with him, a young girl who also wishes to be a detective. It's a very Sherlock and Watson kind of situation. But hence the name of the game, you have to imagine that there is something more than meets the eye going on behind the scenes, right? Well, that's what we're wondering. And just for future reference, I will be skipping these load screens later on, but I wanted to take advantage of this one to do a little explanation about this game. And so here we are.
The water's cold.
It's a fjord. You're not going swimming.
Boo. You're such a wet blanket, teddy bear.
You know I don't like it when you call me...
Edward Charles Hardin, Esquire.
Will you promise to behave on land?
Don't I always?
Lissy, promise.
Oh, piffle and phonus balonus, Teddy. You ought to know better than to ask. Yes, I'll behave. I'll be a proper young lady. I shan't run or climb things or laugh too loud or call anyone old bean. Aside from you. So, do you think we'll find your Betty in, what did you call this village? Gravewick?
Eddie...
Gravewick? Greywoke?
So Edward and
language.
Leslie.
I don't much care for it.
So let's see. Oh, these are things. Square, but...
Perhaps Betty found herself a burly Viking warrior and went native. Put horns on her hat. Drinks mead out of a chalice. Eats goat meat off the bone. That sort of thing.
Edward knows in his heart that his sister is here, though it's been months since he's last heard from Elizabeth.
Teddy,
She's there.
How can you know for sure?
She's my sister.
But how can you know?
I just do. In her letter, she wrote about...
But that's months ago. She could have gone anywhere.
Without writing, or telegraphing her editor in New York, she wouldn't do that. Betty's...
Oh, the cat's pajamas, the bee's knees, Little Miss Perfect.
Alice, you're talking about my sister.
Fine. I'm sorry. Elizabeth Sidarb. We all love her dearly. And Teddy Bear. Edward. We will find her. Betty's fine. Why, we'll see her as soon as we get to shore. She'll shower you with kisses and berate you for coming all this way from Hanover, Massachusetts to the middle of absolutely nowhere Scandinavia way just to chase her down. Everything will be Jake, old fruit.
Everything will be Jake, old fruit. I feel like this girl is...
Is that Groove Woke?
Groove Woke.
It looks so peaceful. And beautiful. And so desolate. Like a place built for ghosts.
Mm?
Finally. I don't think I could do this for much longer.
Calling it a place built for ghosts kind of feels like a little bit of foreshadowing.
Faster? I'm getting frightfully bored.
How about you take over, Alice?
You slay me, Teddy, old bean.
Is she doing that on purpose? Is she American
Was
too
that
and
thunder?
just
Still
being
distant.
like
The boat will be
super
in safe
racist?
harbor by the time the weather arrives.
So you say. But I say put your back into it, because we're sitting ducks out here. Quack, quack.
Sitting ducks for what? Oh, for the storm, right? Or is she actually from around here? I feel like she's, you know, to put it very Britishly, taking the piss, since we are in Europe. Norway's in Europe, right?
It's so quiet.
Scandinavia, something like
Where
that.
is
Anyways,
everyone?
Probably working. I know it's a foreign concept to you, but that's something normal people do.
Hardy har har.
The Fretland farm is up the hill somewhere.
Up where?
press X to interact with the world. Oh,
I believe it's that farmhouse, all the way at the top.
Hot dog! Let's ankle!
Hold on. Let me read the letter from Mrs. Fretland first.
I'll meet you up there, old sport. I want to explore.
So
Last
these are-
one's a skunk's tail.
so these are choices we can make. Keep her close or let
Ready?
her go. Keep her close, let her go. Ah, fuck it. Have fun.
Steady.
Be careful. The ground's muddy. You could slip and fall.
Oh yeah,
See you in
wouldn't
2
that be
shakes.
horrible? Of all the bad things that could happen to you in an unknown village of desolation, slipping and falling is definitely at the top of the
Dear
list.
Mr. Hardin, we would like to extend an invitation to visit our home. Troubled to hear of your sister's disappearance. No news to share. You'll find our farm on top of the hill. I hope I got that right. Look forward to seeing you here in October. Yours
Interesting.
faithfully, Anna Fretland.
Okay.
Well, I'm here.
Thank you, Mrs. Fretland.
Where are you? Did you make it to Grovik, Betty?
Grovik,
And
that's
why
what it's
did you
called.
pick this forlorn hole under the mountains?
Sounds like a good question that's gonna need some answering.
Al-Sabach Zarathustra.
Alright, I don't know what that means, but if my furniture starts levitating, I'm blaming you.
On my way. Righto. Step to it, teddy bear. Lissy!
I'm waiting for you at the farm.
Okay, that's kind of nifty. And oh, look, we get opening credits as we walk up. Is that a shortcut? Can I go that way? Should I go this way? Should I go this way? Should I go this way? This way? There's something to interact with over here. Can I sprint? I cannot sprint. Rest. Ah, I see. An opportunity to...
Just taking a break.
Hurry
An
up!
oppor-
Storm's getting closer.
An opportunity to take in the scenery and have a little bit of a breather, as it were. Very nice. You know, I gotta say, this game looks pretty good for an indie game. I'm going to assume by the opening credits that we're supposed to go this way. Is this another rest stop? It is. And I will call it unnecessary. Wow, beautiful music, beautiful scenery. Hold on. Let us take a moment to just take it all in. Holy shit. Well, it's kind of foggy in this little town, but so I can't fully appreciate everything. But still, like, even the trees look pretty decent for an indie game. Like, I'm impressed by the graphics. Rest stop? Yeah. Why are there 3 of them up the way? Oh, I can tell by his exasperated breaths that he's not a fan of the hill climb. Alright,
Listen.
now where?
I'm up at the farm.
Ah, that way. Okay. There are more empty buildings out here. I'm coming. Hold your horses. Lead character artist was Hans Christian Andersen. Why does that sound familiar? I know there's a Hans Christian Andersen, which is a different person. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it sounds familiar. Wow. I am taking that all in. wanted to give the old bean a chance to rest, because I could hear him going, I haven't walked up a hill in 80 years. Philip Lang Nielsen is the designer. It's too bad I can't sprint. That's a thing I'd like to do. Oh, look, the flag is at half-mast. Usually that happens when someone important dies. Out in America, anyways. This is, however, not America. I wonder if the rules are the same. Huh. Well, okay then.
What took you so long?
Sup?
I'm not
Oh, fuck off.
17.
Nor are you 70. Put some spring into your step, old sport.
Did you see the flag? It's at half-mast. Someone died.
Ah, okay.
So this is it, huh?
It is the same.
Nice digs. But seriously, where is everyone?
Mountains. He finds the silence odd,
This
but
is
these are
starting to
hard-working
creep me
people
out.
with busy lives. Fishing. There was no sign of people out in the fjord, but he was focused on keeping the oars in the
Must
water.
be somewhere. all
Inside, the
have
weather's getting worse.
vanished.
Edward thinks, and it wouldn't surprise him if the villagers have sought shelter. That makes the most sense.
Perhaps
Let's go with
everyone's
that.
indoors. The rain's picking up.
You first, old bean.
Okay.
Hello? Anyone there? Mr. Fretland? Mrs. Fretland? This is Edward Charles Hardin, the American. We've exchanged letters.
Maybe they went on holiday and left the door open. Give it a shake and a rattle.
I can't just barge into their home.
It's not a crime if you're invited.
I don't think that's true. I still think you have to be. I mean, that. No.
I'm coming in. This is Mr. Hardin.
I'm pretty sure
Hello?
it's still considered trespassing.
Is anyone home?
Even
This house
Even
is as empty
if-
as a bird's nest in December. Hey, you want to check out the upstairs?
why?
I'm a guest. Why would I start poking around every corner of the house?
I don't know. Maybe they're playing hide and go seek. Well, I didn't want to go upstairs anyway. It's creepy.
There must be a sitting room on this floor.
You know, that almost makes me want to go upstairs.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, so you get to peek upstairs? Unfair. Told you.
Oh, it's not gonna let
Empty
me.
is an empty nest.
It's not gonna let me go upstairs.
This is the kitchen. Hello? Anyone there?
That's it? You're just gonna look in, peeking, hello? Anybody here? No? Okay, bye. At least do a little investigating. Are you not a goddamn detective? I could have swore that's what I read in the synopsis.
Oh, this is nice. Charmingly rustic. The Boston Beaumont would pay a pretty penny for this setup. I thought foreigners lived differently. This is almost like an American home.
People are people wherever you go.
Thanks, Proust.
Ooh, is this a letter? What does it say? What does
Dear
it
Mrs.
say?
Fretland, I trust this letter finds you and your husband in good health. I wrote to inform them about when I'd be arriving. So where are they?
Do they even have calendars? Maybe they don't know what day it is.
Despite appearances, we haven't gone back in time. They have calendars. I asked about Elizabeth.
And they hadn't seen her?
Mrs. Fretland promised she'd write if she heard anything. There wouldn't be many female reporters from New York and Western Norway.
Why would she come here in the first place?
Betty always has her reasons. Home feels
Oh,
very far
multiple.
away.
Are we feeling melancholy again?
I've never been this far from Hanover.
It's about time we got you out of that dreary old house, Teddy Bear.
The thought of boarding that infernal ocean liner again.
I quite enjoyed it. So much room for exploration and mischief.
So many opportunities for seasickness and claustrophobia.
Don't be a Debbie Downer. I'm sure your tummy will be better behaved on the return voyage. And you'll be craving enclosed spaces after a week in this wide-open wilderness.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Let's see, trust this letter finds you and your husband in good health. Thank you for your invitation to stay in your home this October. I hope it will present no inconvenience to your family. I'm presently preparing for the Atlantic voyage on the SS Benford department. I've still had no word from my sister Elizabeth, though I hope she has made it. Something, something. Okay. So this was...
Look!
So
family pictures. They must be the, what did you call them?
they're the Fretlins.
It's
The Fretlins.
Right. Anna and John?
Johann.
This is honestly not what I'd pictured. They're very presentable. Not at all like turnip farmers.
They're not turnip farmers. That must be Johann Fretland, master of the house.
What makes you think he's the master of anything? It's 1923, Teddy, old boy. Women can vote.
That was still a long time ago. Huh. So I can look at each
Johann's
one.
a bit wooden, isn't he? Like someone put a stick
They're
up his...
posing for a
up his
photograph.
rear end. I say, loosen up, Johann. I'm sure you two stiffs will get along famously. Johann went and found himself a delectable bride.
Alice, please.
What can I say? She's a minx.
Anna Fretland is a respectable woman. Her letter was courteous and professional.
Didn't you say she was a city girl? Must have been awfully hard to adjust to life in the sticks. I can relate.
Hanover isn't the sticks.
Says you. I'm guessing their daughter is the master of this house. She's cute as a button. I can't wait to meet her. She's guaranteed to be more fun than you.
I'll be surprised if we meet anybody, to be honest. So I can talk to you with R1
Betty
when
might
I'm
be with
nearby.
the Fretlands, wherever they are.
Wouldn't Anna Fretland have written you?
She might have. We left Hanover a month ago.
So intentionally, he actually came here to stay based off the invitation that he was presented by the people that his sister was living with. But after getting here is when well, obviously he already thought it was weird. He hadn't heard from his sister in a while. But now that they've gotten here and found this empty house, I feel like that's what's going to clue him into, hey, something's not right here. Maybe we should figure this out. And what are you? A book someone tried
What
to
are you
burn?
looking at there?
A book.
Strange place for a book. Unless it was a terrible book that deserved a good burning. What's the title?
The cover's
Can't
charred.
tell.
Christmas 1922. To Ruth, from Simon. Why would someone burn this?
Like I said, maybe it was a terrible book. Is Simon one of the Freddy Landers?
I don't think
Freddy
so. They only have the one daughter.
So is Ruth the daughter?
Where do you think they've gone?
In-
The Fretlands.
The Fretlands, the Hansons, the Jensens, all of them.
I'm sure they'll be back soon.
It's like a dead land. As though its soul has departed.
That's an interesting take.
The books are all in English.
Isn't that a bit odd?
Mrs. Fretland is Scottish, though she grew up in Olesund.
Have you been secretly communicating with Johann's winsome wife, Edward, dearest?
Certainly not. She was the one who wrote me, because Mr. Fretland's
I
English
was
isn't as...
only joking. Lighten up, old sport. Don't be such a pill.
So what else do we have in here? I see a photo.
Oh, those boys look proud as peacocks. What does it say there? Groovy?
Gruben, the mine.
Maybe that's where everyone is. Digging for precious jewels in the Stygian abyss.
From what I learned of this place during the brief stay in Olesund, the iron mine shut down 20 years ago.
I feel like we might have to go in there at some point.
Frederick and Johann Fretland, founders of the Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
They're the spitting image of each other.
Twin brothers and business partners.
Who's the boy? He looks related to the other two.
The mine
No
was only
idea.
in operation until 1902. They must have lost a fortune. An iron mine wouldn't pay itself off in 5 years.
Can we go spelunking? Perhaps we'll find trolls in the abyss, and we can steal their ill-gotten gold.
Where's a cave-in? It'll be unsafe.
Oh, boo.
I noticed that she said, what is that word, groovy? Oh shit, she's right here. God, okay. She did follow me in here. Okay, I thought she was still by the window, which would have been weird. Okay. Ooh.
Johann Fretland exits Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
So the brothers parted ways?
Johann sold his share to focus on farming.
Well, that must have put a damper on their relationship.
Tragic accident befalls the Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
What happened?
The mine collapsed, killing 3 workers, including Arne Fretland, Frederick and Johann's younger brother.
That's awful. How old was he?
19.
He might be the boy in
Damn.
the photograph.
Operations
Good point.
were suspended after the accident. Foreign investors out of Frederick Fretland's mining company. Dire financial consequences for Fretland, who must have had a difficult time after his brother Johann Fretland pulled out earlier this year.
Johann was smart to exit when he did.
The timing is curious, like he knew something was about to go awry.
Very interesting. I do like a little mystery. Can I see my reflection in this mirror? Yes, I can.
Oof.
It's kind of weird.
That's a grim sight, old beam.
I'm
I
exhausted.
noticed that when I moved the camera.
And soaked to the bone.
Let's get you to bed.
We'll wait for the Fretlands. It's only courteous.
Oh,
Betty,
Have you gone screwy again, Teddy? That's not Betty. That's...
scarf. I'd know it anywhere.
It doesn't look like anything to me. It
She
just
bought it
looks
in
like...
Bloomingdale's the Christmas before last. When she came home that year, she showed it off, dancing around the sitting room until I got dizzy watching her.
I think you're misremembering. She couldn't make it home that year. Again.
No,
wait, what?
you're wrong. I'm sure she was there.
Whatever. It's not like you pay any attention to me when Betty's around. I might just as well be a ghost.
I mean, you're a protege. Betty's his sister. Come on now. A little bit of jealousy up in here. This is so weird, though. Oh, you know what? I think I did read in the description of this game that the character you're playing as, Edward, his memory ain't so good. You know, like, he remembers things differently from how they happen, so he's unreliable narrator, which adds even further to the overall mystery of this story.
Look, it is her scarf. It even smells like her perfume. Shalimar.
But what if that's not...
She's here. I'm finally going to find her.
That's great, Edward, really. I wouldn't want you to get your hopes up. I mean, where's everyone gone to? Something's not right, I'm telling you. Teddy? Edward, what's wrong?
Lightheaded, that's all.
You're having another spell. You know what happens when you exert yourself.
That's very weird. And I'm super
Sit down.
intrigued. I know that
That's
this...
an order from your commander.
Yes. Fine.
I know that this game feels kind of slow-paced,
I
but
just need to
I don't know.
Catch
The little
my breath.
those little breadcrumbs
moment.
crumbs like that they
I
drop
want you to lie down. Lie down and close your eyes.
keeps me
It's been a
intrigued. You know what I'm
strenuous
saying?
day. What with the rowing and the dragging of the suitcase up the hill.
Well, what if the Fretland...
I'll keep an eye out. I promise. If they come home, I'll wake you. Now, lie down, close your eyes, breathe deeply.
I'm just going to...
The look on her face, though, is a little suspicious, unless it's just bad character animation. She's supposed to be your companion throughout the game, though, so you're never, like, truly alone. I think even the tagline to this game is, I am not alone.
Elizabeth? Is that you?
Uh-oh. Spooky music.
Betty? Lissy? Lissy, are you here? Where are you, Lissy?
Have you noticed that he calls her by 3 different names? Lissy, Alice, and
you?
Elizabeth?
Hello? Hey, who's there?
Hey, there was people in the window.
Elizabeth.
I know you
Wait.
saw that shit. I know I said this isn't a horror game, but I didn't say it wasn't a thriller game. Or that it
Lissy,
didn't
there's
have
someone
spook
outside.
moments.
It might be Betty. Are you in here, Lissy?
Are you upstairs?
Lissy!
This game does not want me to go
Are
upstairs.
you upstairs?
Did they just not actually make an upstairs? Okay, I guess we're gonna go outside and see what the shadows
Who's
in the
out
window
there?
were all about.
Hello? Betty? Lissy? Betty? I'm not alone.
What the hell is that? That don't look like no human footprint. I'm sorry, did that gate just close on its own? Well, you guys know how games like this work. In normal life, that would be a get the fuck out of there scenario, but in a video game, that's an open invitation to investigate.
I can hear you!
Sprint button would be nice. Realistically, someone in this scenario would probably be, you know, moving faster than this. Okay.
Who goes there? Wait!
Alright, that noise didn't sound good. But we gonna keep going. For sure we are. Ooh, I'm getting mild chills. Convenient.
Someone there?
Seriously? I have to press a button to climb over that? It's like less than a foot tall.
Hello?
Oh, it's a goat. Well, that makes sense.
Alice! Betty, is that you? Alice, where are you? Are you there, Betty?
Jason! Sean! Jason! Oh.
Shit.
I fell down. I took a tumbly dumbly is what happened to me.
Elizabeth, are you there?
I'm not giving up on looking for the noise. Oh, Lizzie Wizzy Bethy Wethy.
Are you out there, Betty?
Fuck. What's all this now?
The boat, Edward! Where's our boat?
Lissy.
I'm sorry? What?
What about the boat?
It's gone.
The boat? What? How?
Maybe you didn't secure
Oh.
it properly.
I pulled it up.
The boat we came here on.
I don't know. I thought I tied it securely, but... Where did you go?
Out? For a walk. It stopped raining and...
Did you see Betty?
Did I see... What are you talking about?
I think... Betty... It was Betty. It was her. It must have been her. I saw her face.
It
in
looked
the
like
window,
two
and-
people.
And she vanished into the dark, towards the sea. You really didn't see anyone?
I haven't seen a single soul. Are you sure it was her and
Yes.
not...
I mean, I saw her face, and it looked like her.
Well, if it was her, why did she run away?
Just because it looked like her
I don't know.
doesn't mean it was.
It's getting dark. Back to the house. And tomorrow.
Tomorrow's another day, Teddy Bear. We'll figure it out. Right now, let's get you cleaned up. Look at you. You've got mud all over yourself. And
Yeah,
then
I
you
fell.
really need to sleep. You must be exhausted.
I just woke up! Yes, mother. Alright, so we got through all of day one in one episode. That's pretty good. So, I'm going to go ahead and call that a good stopping point for this episode. I like this so far. It is a little slow-paced because it's, I guess, technically a walking simulator. Just seems to be a lot of exploration and narrative focus. But I like it because there's this mystery, like it's I have a lot of questions and I want them answered, so it makes me want to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like there's, the girl is kind of suspicious at the moment, and there's just, I don't know, there's definitely a weird, like something ain't right here, and that's my kind of vibe, that air of mystery. So anyways, let me know what you think of the game so far in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave it a like. And we will continue this on Wednesday. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you possibly at another day, definitely at another time, and likely in another video. Okay, goodbye.